Hey everybody, welcome to another shortened edition of Toku Station. I am Matt, the TokuDragon. So do you like the voice? I'm doing the voice. I'm doing the voice for those also that are listening in through our Podbean. Hello everybody. You like the voice? I don't know if you yay, nay, tell me down below. Either way, we're talking about a few different things on this episode of Toku Station. We're talking about Ultraman Z. We're also talking about the fact that Toei seemingly is bringing back Kamen Rider 010101 and Kira Mager, and also the fact that there's some weird Robocon news, which we'll be getting to a little bit later in the episode. Now, first things first, we're going to talk about Toei and Kamen Rider. Well, actually, no, that's from Geo. But either way, though, I've always loved the jingles in Kamen Rider. So my first was Decade. So look, there's problems with Decade. I know, okay? But just hearing just Decade, though. And then also, Ten-O. Or it's just Kuga. That's just like has stayed with me. So I really enjoy those. But let's actually jump into the fact that apparently TV Asahi is going to be resuming airing Superhero Time in June. Oh God, remember those old Superhero Time bumpers? Those are always fun. But I'm a little confused though, because it says that apparently it's TV Asahi that's been limiting the production and filming of their programs. I was under the impression that Toei filmed the programs, that it wasn't something on the side of TV Asahi, but either way, that is how it is. Now, what is odd, though, is the fact that now it's starting up again. Now, yes, obviously, when it comes to everything that's going on in the world right now, can't necessarily say what it is on YouTube for fear of this video not being seen by you, the viewer/listener. But you obviously know what's going on in the world right now. So when it comes to Japan, they are opening certain things back up. So you would think that, yeah, this makes sense, that of course they're going to be coming back with these shows. But what confuses me is that when are these going to air? Because they say they're going to air in June. We're already in the first week of June. Is it going to be late June? Is it going to be next week, 2 weeks from now? How much? Like, I'm wondering if they had footage that they had already filmed. They're not crazy in advance. I assume if they had any finished episodes, they already had, they ran through those and then just waited till now. But I'm wondering how much post-production had to be done on some other episodes that maybe, even without getting a lot of the cast together, at least in person, they might be able to finish some episodes before then saying, okay, now we actually have to get all of you together. And again, what will happen if, heaven forbid, one of the actors, the fact that we already have Kidama Red, who thankfully he's doing better. We reported on that last episode, or no, sorry, 2 episodes ago, but it still is a little worrisome because of the fact that if one person has it, then the rest of the crew has it. I mean, we're lucky that it was only with, Kidama Red. It didn't spread to the rest of the crew. But, are we going to have them doing the voiceover work in groups? Or are we going to have it be very much like American voiceover work, where it's going to be one person at a time? But even then, are you going to clean and sterilize the mics afterwards because... or replace them, because you're going to have these actors, breathing, screaming heavily onto these microphones. So I don't really know how this is going to work. I don't know, maybe if in this time they tried to transition to something a bit more closed off, maybe something from home or something like that, to try to do at least the voiceover work. But yeah, I don't know if this will, of course, I think I mentioned this last time, I don't know if this will delay any storyline beats or anything like that. I haven't kept up with either show, so I'm not too sure if it could or would. But I don't think that'll be something that'll be affected in the short term. It'll be probably some long-term stuff that might end up getting shifted. I thought that this was going to be delayed for a lot longer. If you guys listened in last time, I was thinking that this was not going to just come back in June. But of course, I'm not on the ground in Japan. I don't know how things are going there, and I don't know if they're going to end up having to re-shut down. As someone who's a native New Yorker living in New York, I feel like even though it seems like we're going into phase 2 soon, I believe, I feel like we're going to have to shut down very near in the future. Just because, people going back to work and just getting as close to each other as they are. I feel like we're going to have to shut down, at least, again, coming from a New York perspective. So I don't know how it is in Japan, but I'm just, I'm worried because obviously I don't want anyone getting sick, and I don't want them to just do a month's worth of episodes unless they really want to maybe wrap it up as a cliffhanger, if they are able to have that foresight. But I have a feeling they're gonna jump right back into it, keep going, and then something's gonna happen. If not with the crew, with the country as a whole having another lockdown and then just shutting down production yet again. So I would prefer that they film and they have a bunch ready to go. Maybe even sadly wrap up the season if need be, because again, it would be a little frustrating if they end up releasing a month's worth or month and a half's worth, and then snap your fingers, they're everything's shut down yet again. So either way, though, I know I was focusing more so much on Sentai and not Kamen Rider, but of course everything applies there as well. By the way, not just those two are coming back. Apparently, some other shows as well. BG Personal Guardian, Toku 9, a Thursday Mystery Metropolitan Police Department Investigation Division Chief 2020. I totally have been following that show. And I'm probably it's a really good show too. So Friday night drama Housekeeper Mitazono, and the Saturday night drama M, Somebody I Should Love. And so yeah, I don't know anything about any of these shows other than 01 and Kira Major, but yeah, I just don't know. I think that they're gonna try to. I mean, clearly yes, they are going to try to implement some type of guidelines to ensure safety and whatnot. Because I assume not just because they want to, but I'm sure it's a government thing as well. But yeah, I'm just worried. That's the thing. I'm a very cautious person when it comes to something like this, because it's the way it spreads is just way too fast for us to go, just breathe on each other, go get your haircuts, go punch the bad guys in the sweat filled suits, where you're just going, just all that, just do all that, you'll be fine. It's like, well, I don't know how you can necessarily film something like this without getting up close and personal. So I mean, we'll have to see, what happens with the shows going forward. So either way, if you're watching this video on our YouTube channel, please comment down below, tell me what you think. And if you're listening to this through our Podbean, of course, you can go over to our Twitter account at Those Guys Radio, and you can tweet at us there. And of course, you can also comment in the comment sections of Podbean, of course. But if you want to follow us there on Twitter and talk to us there, of course, you can do that as well. So very interested to hear what all of you have to say about this, because again, it at first glance, it seems nice because of course we want these shows to come back. We love these shows, but I'm just, I don't want to be the downer here, but I definitely feel like there's a chance that in July or, mid-July or in August, that everything shifts right back again to production being delayed. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.